Welcome back, friends. So this morning we got up and ran over to the local hardware store and picked up some of the casters so we can continue with our kitchen cart build. So this kind of determines what the size of the legs are that we were going to put on our cart. So measuring these, they are 2 5/8. So we'll make our legs accordingly, and we've got 2 by 8 sitting back behind us that we're going to be trimming down. So we'll trim that down, get it set in here, and bring you along for the ride today. Sit back and enjoy. Okay, so in this part of the video, I'm ripping down the 2 by 8s, getting them cut or ripped to the lengths that we need. Then I'll cut those to length and get ready to assemble the legs of the cart. Then I'm just taking and simply applying a little bit of glue. We went with a square cut instead of a 45 cut. Clamp those together, and we'll add a few staples to those, hold them in place, and get ready to attach them to the underneath of the cart. Then we'll just put a little glue on there, put them in each corner, clamp them down, and then I believe I ended up using 4 staples to each side of the leg to get them attached. Alright, so we've cut these little pieces out. We're going to attach them right to the end of our legs like this, and that'll give us a place to put our casters, to mount our casters later. So we'll end up with a little glue on here, a few staples, and we'll probably have to come back on the underneath side, which you can't really see from the camera, and maybe even put a little 45-degree bracket brace in there. So let's get busy on this. Alright, you'll notice here the bottom shelf is already in place. PJ has come outside to give me a hand here with a little bit of this. We've put the braces across, and now we're going through and putting the slats on top of the braces, marking out the centers here so that we can get our spacing right between the slats. This last shelf had to be built outside and then put in there. It was a little bit tight, but it wasn't too terribly bad to get hammered up into place. Once we get it leveled out on all sides, then we'll go ahead and start just putting some staples in it as well. Well, I believe that about concludes things for today. We got just about finished with the cart. We still lack putting the casters on the end of it. As you can see, that last shelf was a little bit more difficult than the first two, simply because once I started putting the slats across it, I wasn't going to be able to fit my staple gun up into it. So I ended up using my table saw as a workbench and built it over there, and then it did prove to be a little bit tight, but I was able to go ahead and tap it into place. So this should conclude this cart. We just got to get the casters on it, which should be quick and easy, but I got to grab some screws for that. Didn't have any that was small enough that would work for this. And then we can get started on the second cart. We'll get these finished built, and then we'll have to sand everything down smooth, and PJ will be able to go ahead and get them painted up and ready to put in the kitchen. Until next time, we'll see you guys on the next video. Hey, be sure to give us a thumbs up and click the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this.